My boyfriend's junior apprentice, Beatrice Ingram, liked to show off, claiming she could deliver a baby with one hand, but her little performance went horribly wrong. The patient's abdomen wouldn't close, and in panic, Beatrice dropped the scalpel and ran out of the operating room. I got a call in the middle of the night, rushed to the hospital, and saved the mother's life. However, Beatrice became the target of online outrage and was facing severe disciplinary punishment. My boyfriend wanted to defend her, but I firmly stopped him. At a time like this, if you speak up for her, you'll not only lose your Outstanding Young Doctor award, but the mob will come for you too. Unable to withstand the cyberbullying, Beatrice jumped into the river. Her suicide note was written in blood and tears, filled with accusations, resentment that my boyfriend hadn't stood by her side. Darwin said nothing. He simply set the letter on fire. Years later, he rose from Outstanding Young Doctor to become a nationally revered academician, a towering figure in the medical field. On the day I gave birth, he personally took charge of my surgery, and he did it single-handedly. He cradled the infant and shoved it before my eyes. See? Isn't this proof that a baby can be delivered with one hand? Why did you have to make things so hard for Beatrice? If you hadn't stopped me back then, she would be the one standing where I am today. After saying that, he threw the child onto the floor. My heart seized with rage. Unable to do anything, my baby and I both died that day. When I opened my eyes again, I was back in the past, watching my boyfriend charge into battle for Beatrice's sake, utterly unaware that the woman on the operating table was the sister of a powerful tycoon, a man notorious for being obsessively protective of his younger sister. Realizing I had returned to the very day when Beatrice attempted her one-handed delivery stunt, I switched off my phone and slept soundly until dawn. When I powered it on the next morning, there were indeed 99 plus missed calls. When I arrived at the hospital that day, Beatrice was slumped outside the operating room, sobbing. Inside, my colleagues were frantic, their surgical gowns soaked with blood. This is your fault. Your hands were trembling, yet you insisted on that ridiculous one-handed stunt. Just because Dr. Jensen brought you in, you think you can do whatever you want? Now look what you've done. We're barely keeping the patient alive. If her brother finds out, none of us will survive in this profession. From within the OR, the monitor gave a shrill beep beep beep. A doctor collapsed onto the floor, his face ashen. It's over, everything's over. A newcomer broke down crying. If only Dr. Humphrey had been on duty last night, she would have known what to do. This patient could have been saved. Oh, hi. At that moment, Beatrice lifted her tear-streaked face. Her eyes lit up the instant she saw me. It's her, she cried, pointing at me. I called her all night, but she never answered. The one who killed the patient isn't us. It's her. She could have saved her, but she deliberately turned off her phone. Everyone's head snapped toward me. Dr. Humphrey? Dr. Humphrey, did you really turn your phone off on purpose? Of course she did. Beatrice stood up, holding out her phone for everyone to see, displaying the 99 calls she had made to me. Beatrice's eyes were red as she staggered toward me, each step heavy with accusations. Dr. Humphrey, we're doctors. Our phones are supposed to be on 24 hours a day. You knew there was a C-section scheduled last night. You're the most skilled in obstetrics. And yet at such a critical time you turned your phone off. Annalise, what exactly were you thinking? Slap. My hand landed across her cheek before she even saw it coming. I looked down at her coldly. Beatrice, have you lost your mind? The commotion had already drawn other colleagues from nearby departments. They gathered around, whispering, eyes wide. Inhaling sharply, I raised my voice and spat coldly. The duty roster clearly shows it was your surgery last night, not mine. Yes, I didn't notice my phone had died, but the one who signed up for the case, the one responsible for this operation, was you, Dr. Ingram. Beatrice's face completely went pale. Life and death. How can you hide behind duty shifts? Your phone is always on. Why of all days did it just happen to be off last night? Ha, Annalise, it doesn't matter if you hate me, but you can't gamble with someone's life. Her words dripped with righteous indignation, enough to sway those who didn't know the full story.